What is going on, guys? So originally I was gonna like sit down and like talk about all the professional moves in the NXL. So like which players moved to which teams and like how that would affect the team, whether it'd be good or bad. But that's gonna take forever as like, I feel like half of the teams have like changed out half of their rosters. So let's just talk about some things that I'm looking forward to this year. So first, I think I'm very excited, or at least we should say interested in this NPL, the National Paintball League. So the NPL is a professional-only league. I did a long interview with Matt Wakaitis. Here's a little clip of that.
We want to try our ideas on 5v5. Mm-hmm. And if it works, awesome. If it doesn't work and it's still confusing to the viewer, then we'll look into other options. But yeah, I mean, we're doing it all in post. So our editors can sync up all the cameras and then just watch.
Yeah.
And cut on the action every single time. We can integrate ref cams, barrel cams. Yeah. We can change the way the sport is shot in a post-production environment.
So Matt is the founder, owner, guy in charge of this NPL, and their focus really is gonna be on the internet, trying to make a good product for the internet. Like just doing a good job with highlights, like showcasing players, and just delivering content better than we've done in the past. So I'm looking forward to this NPL and just kind of seeing what they do with the internet and how they're gonna like engage their fans a little bit better. That's something that I think we have been like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a good word to describe this. Like dramatically missing or like exponentially missing. I don't know, I can't think of. Paintball's just kind of sucked at this internet thing for a long time, right? Like teams and players and leagues and manufacturers, whatever. There's just not a lot of good content on the internet, and I hope the NPL can kind of like foster more internet stuff for paintball. So their whole deal is really trying to make it like broadcast internet as good as possible. And they're not gonna like dramatically change this game. They're still talking about playing 5-man using ramping guns and like race to 10 or like halves or something like that. So it's gonna be very similar to that format that we're used to with like in the past, the PSP, or right now in the NXL. So I'm excited about it, really just to kind of see what happens. And then there's the HK Army Pro Tour. So the HK Army Pro Tour is kind of another, we'll say professional-ish league. The whole idea of the HK Army Pro Tour is that it would be a one-on-one league. They did a trial run earlier this year. Maybe it was late last year. Well, here's a couple clips of that too.
When Kyle left the team, I mean, betrayal. That's all I can really say. We got betrayed a little bit, and he's gonna have to pay for that one.
So, obviously, when I left the team, there was people that took it a little bit better than others. Probably Tyler more so took it in a negative way. So I think that's obviously gonna play a big factor in this one-on-one.
So I'm excited about this. I think it's a good way to focus on certain players, right? Paintball's always had that problem, right? It's like 5-on-5 and we're all kind of doing different things. So where's the camera look? So in this one-on-one format, you got two guys. So, you know, camera and camera, it's really pretty simple. So I like that one-on-one format. It just, I don't know, showcases maybe player skill a little bit better. And then you can make it really quick. Like there's no reason that HK couldn't like blast out like 30-minute episodes of this a couple times a week doing lots of matches. So I'm curious to see what they do in 2019. And there's rumors about the second like tournament or like matchup they're gonna do. That second matchup is supposedly gonna be between Justin Rabikoff and who's the other guy? Marcelo Margot. And both of those guys have a very good gun skills, like running and shooting. Snap shooting is on point. And two of the best guys ever to do this paintball thing. So watching them do a one-on-ones would really like help showcase their individual skill and kind of just, I don't know, be fun to watch. We have no date yet. I don't know when that's happening though. Soon, hopefully. So great, there's those two new leagues. We have the NPL and the HK Army Pro Tour, but there's still the NXL. The NXL has lots of professional paintball players in it, and we've seen lots of those pro players shift around this year. We saw Impact lose Keith Brown, Rainey Stanzak, and Dalton Vanderbilt, all three really good players, but Impact, they're still going to be really good. We see this often with them, right? Like every 2 to 3 years, they lose like 3 to 4 really good players, just plug some more guys into their system, and they're just good. I kind of look at them as like the New England Patriots of this paintball thing, right? They change their roster all the time, but they have a really good system in place. So it doesn't really matter like what guys they put in, like to fill in points or just play paintball. They kind of just make it work because that system works so well. So Impact losing those 3 guys, it won't really matter probably. And then controversially last week, AC Dallas announced that they were going to be picking up Bear DiDigio. So Bear DiDigio is a paintball player. He hasn't really played pro in some time, but has played pro in the past. I think the whole point of this Bear DiDigio thing is Bear is like loud and out there and exciting and knows famous people. So hopefully AC Dallas bringing Bear on will kind of just help, I don't know, AC Dallas. I hope they just leverage Bear and like bring in maybe outside people, outside money to the team, or maybe this whole entire sport. So I don't think Bear is going to help AC Dallas on the field, but I hope he uses his like panache and like, I don't know, helps AC somehow. And then the Ironmen also got ripped apart, losing Bobby Aviles, Greg Sewers, and Keith DeVitt, and in their place picking up Thomas Kim from Sacramento DMG and Corey Hall from Scottsdale Elevation. So they lost 3 core players. It's going to hurt. I mean, Thomas Kim, very good paintball player. And then Corey Hall, also very good. I just don't think they'll be able to pick up the slack for those 3 players. I'll just say Bobby Aviles went to AC Dallas, that team that Bear's playing for now too. And then we've seen 3 of those newer up-and-coming pro teams lose a lot of players. Like Sacramento DMG, well, they lost 2 people, but they lost Thomas Kim and Tim Russellback, 2 of their best players. Well, not 2 of their best, like, you know, they're the best 2 players. Tim Russellback went to Impact, and then like I said earlier, Thomas Kim went to the Ironmen. And then the ML Kings also lost a lot of players. The ML Kings are from Prague, in the Czech Republic, so they're flying very far to go to these tournaments, and it's just expensive for them. So they had to get rid of some guys, or some guys I guess decided not to travel overseas, and then they're filling in some of those spots. So the ML Kings lost guys, but mainly just because it's so freaking expensive to travel to the United States of America to play paintball tournaments. And then Aftermath, that semi-pro team that was getting the bump up to the pro division this year, lost 3 core, very important players. In Chris Catt, very good. Alex Rodriguez, everyone knows A-Rod, he went to Dynasty. And then Mike Mesa, also former Dynasty player, are all not playing for Aftermath this year. It's mainly because Mike Hinman, I forgot his last name for a second. So Mike's just not gonna like manage that team anymore. And Mike lived in Southern California, and a lot of the other guys did too, like Mike Mesa, Chris Catt, and A-Rod all live in Southern California. So going to practice is easy for them as they just live in Southern California. So Hinman's just not like owner or manager of Aftermath anymore. So a lot of those Southern California guys that live right near Mike Hinman are just not going to play on the team anymore. And the new owner lives in Chicago, so he's going to take some of those Chicago players that played last year for the team, add some more Chicago Midwest guys in, and they're just going to be based out of that Chicago area now. Not necessarily San Diego like they were before, but they're still going to be called San Diego Aftermath, so there's that. So those are my 3 reasons. I'd love to know yours. Are you looking forward to this 2019 paintball season? Let me know below. Do you want to see the NPL do good, the HK Army Pro Tour, or would you just like them to go away and the NXL dominate? I don't. I kind of would like to see these 3 leagues. I think competition is good. I think competition from the NPL and this HK Army Pro Tour could be good for the NXL. Maybe we see an improved webcast. Maybe we see more divisions or better tournament locations or something like that. So I think competition is good, and I am looking forward to see how that competition tries to like knock down the NXL this year.